Hi, this is part 2 of the tutorial on using cards in Bootstrap 4. So I will be showing you how do you actually put all these cards into separate columns so that we can have all the cards with the equal width and size. So we can start doing that by going to our codes. Okay, what I will be doing now is that I'm going to change the quotes over here so that I'm going to remove cut tag, and I'm going to just use the columns to help me arrange the cuts. So maybe now I'm going to start deleting quotes that I do not need. For example, like this one, I'm going to remove it. This is actually the cut tag that I have created, so I'm going to remove the cut tag now. The next thing is that I'm going to change the size of my column for this one. Okay, let's say if I were to create a 4 columns kind of design, meaning that the value that I should put here would be 3. And this particular column will cover only the one of the cuts, not all the cuts. So for example, let's say if my first cut is over here, so I should end the column here. So let's beautify my code a bit. So now this is one column. And then the next thing is that I'm going to use the same method for the rest of the cuts. So I'm going to cut and paste whatever that I have done earlier in part 1 into the columns. Okay, and then the third one, okay, I just simply copy it a bit faster. I'm going to cut this again. So this for cut 3. I'm going to repeat this for until cut number 6. So that's all. So now when we beautify my code first, then we check one more round. Now what happened is that I have one row here. In this row I have one column that fits the whole width of the screen, and then the next row, the next column is actually size 3, 3, 3, and 3 over here, and then until the end. So what happens now is that when the cut is being displayed on the screen now, it will only show 4 items because I put here 3, 3, 3, and 3. So total is 12. So the remaining one will appear on the next row. So let's save our file first. And then next thing I need to change now is, since I'm using the columns to control the size of my card, I do not need to have this card size that I have put in earlier on. So I just remove this. And save. Then we preview our page. So this is the output of what we have done just now. So you see, when we have 6 cards now, 4 cards are being displayed in the first row, the remaining will be on the second row, but the sizes are all controlled by the respective columns itself. So if you want to have design like this, then you simply have to put each card into separate columns. As the final part of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how am I supposed to add in an image at the top here where it fits the width of the card. So let's go back to our code. So let's add the images to our cards. So we can do that by inserting the image here before your card body. And I look for my image. And this image should make use of the class called img. Sorry, should be card dash img dash top. If you want it to be at the bottom, you can use card dash img dash bottom. And maybe I will add in a title for my image. So I can just simply type title and put in the name. Then now I can actually duplicate this code and just change the title and the source of the image for every one of this. So maybe I change this to another image. And that's all. And we save our file now. Then we go preview our page. So this is how the page will look like. So all the images at the top here, and this is how it looks like. So that's all for this tutorial.